O'Neill. Certainly you would not think from the opening minutes of this match this player was doubtful right up to yesterday. Cody knocking it back for Campbell to run onto. Getting by the offside trap, but not getting by Robbie Gaffney. Lawler intended for Devlin, instead it breaks back for Cullen. John Cody, who made his debut against UCD in the League of Ireland 2 years ago, giving away that throw. So 20 minutes gone in the FAI Cup final and still no score. The crowd has swelled from the time the match began, and we would have an excess, I think, of 10, maybe 11,000 at this stage. Here's Cullen. Frank Devlin here, who scored the cup-winning goal for Home Farm 9 years ago in Shelburne. That was the last really big shock in the FAI Cup. As Cullen tries to win possession, but eventually two Rovers players there, one of them Pat Byrne, helping out Anto Whelan. The throw will be to UCD. John Cullen, who at school in Temple Oak played rugby as a scrum half. King feeding it forward for Pat Byrne. They work so well together. Robbie Gaffney. Rovers anxious to switch attack into defence quickly, with the flag up for offside that time against Alan Campbell. Then with his free, Joe Hanrahan not quite touching it on, and Rovers regrouping once more. Steedman, he's won a lot of possession on the right hand side. If he can translate that possession into real clear-cut chances, then certainly the writing would be on the wall for UCD. Reynolds. Hanrahan getting a touch on Devlin. Well, the referee says that Devlin was being pushed by Jacko McDonough. The Rovers supporters wouldn't quite agree, but the free goes to UCD. Well, as expected, UCD have had to do a lot of defending in the opening 23 minutes. So a chance now to do something from this free kick situation. Here's Keith Dignan knocking it forward towards Ken O'Doherty, who made the run. And it breaks back. Pat Byrne for King, with UCD stretched at the back just a little. Cody. And that time Pat Byrne arguing with the linesman Sean Manley of Cork that he had timed his run well, but the flag was up for offside. Pat Byrne indeed, it could be playing Scottish football this past season with Hearts had he decided to do so, but instead opted to come back and join Jim McLaughlin with the new look Shamrock Rovers. Here's Devlin. Steedman. McDonough. Well, playing it dangerous and giving away the free with that very high clearance. A dangerous position then. Jacko McDonough, who on occasions takes perhaps a chance too much right in the heart of his own defence. And it presents UCD with this goal-scoring opportunity just outside the edge of the penalty area. John Carpenter isn't quite satisfied. It's Devlin for Hanrahan, and easy eventually for Jody Byrne. Keith Dignan in the centre of the field with 25 minutes gone in the first half, and still no score. Bobby Lawler that time getting into some trouble, but recovering well. The play a little scrappy and untidy just at the moment. Two well-matched sides in terms of organisation. The Rovers having really the bulk of the chances, and a lot of them coming from Neville Steedman. Indeed, before this match began, Paddy Dunning here, number 5, opted for the lower dressing room in Dalymount, thinking that that was the lucky one. But we'll have to wait and see about that. Hanrahan linking up with Devlin, pushing it forward for John Cullen. Reynolds has made a break into the penalty area, but eventually getting tied up as King links up with Pat Byrne. Buckley. Certainly in the last 10 to 12 minutes, UCD have tied down Shamrock Rovers quite a bit in midfield. The chances not quite as clear-cut as they were in the first 15 minutes. Here's Liam Buckley. Campbell is waiting inside as ever. Buckley being swallowed up by 4 defenders. One of them was Dignan. The throw is to Rovers. Whelan. Steedman once more. If he can get the cross in, Cullen is the nearest defender. Whenever there's the slightest hint of trouble, UCD regroup well. They brought back Devlin and Hanrahan from their attack just to clear this particular bit of pressure as Steedman rifled that one in. A great favourite indeed with the Rovers supporters. And Noel King, the coach, telling him to keep it going. McDonough. Reynolds. King with the throw. Taken by Cullen for UCD. Reynolds is free, but only for a moment. Noel King, and what is a glorious afternoon. The referee once again telling him to take the ball back. We've had 1 foul throw and 2 unsatisfactory ones. Dunning sweeping it forward. Byrne looking for support to come from the back. Keeley supplies that support. Dignan had to be very, very careful with that back pass as Campbell was lurking. The centre of the field particularly congested just at the moment. certainly after a bright 15 minutes, the opening 15 minutes, the last 15 have been pretty scrappy, neither side really able to get on top. Pat Byrne. Steedman trying to round Martin Moran, who's found his confidence now. And that'll be a throw to Shamrock Rovers. Dermot Keely, of course, has already won a league and cup medal in the one season with Dundalk. That was in 1979. As Steedman gets a second chance, curling this one over. Ken O'Doherty gets it clear. From White to Keely, the defence staying back, not operating an offside system at all. Dermot Keely, in any case, was a little high with his challenge. And the referee penalises Dermot Keely's over-enthusiasm with this free for UCD. Robbie Lawler. The throw will be to Shamrock Rovers, having come off Devlin. Certainly the game in the last couple of minutes has been far from free-flowing. A lot of wasting. And it's become very hard and very physical as well. Ken O'Doherty giving his goalkeeper just a moment's worry. Steedman. Noel King trying to carve an opening and having to go back for Keely. Cody, as they switch around the flow of the play. Check on the score with 12 minutes to go to half-time. Shamrock Rovers 0, UCD 0. The throw comes in from Noel King, helped on by Neville. It comes to Steedman, trying to link up with Campbell, and the referee, John Carpenter, says he was being pushed by Martin Moran. Certainly there are no protests from UCD, but it's a dangerous position. Neville Steedman, who was on the verge of giving up football at this time last year, was persuaded to come and train with Shamrock Rovers by Pat Byrne, and he really is a regular member of their team ever since. So there are 5 in the wall. McDonough and King, and there too is Pat Byrne. Byrne is the one who tries it. Well, he was looking for the top left-hand corner, hoping to catch Alan O'Neill out of position. Noel King was there as well, but it was Pat Byrne was the one who took the chance.